Hi, I'm Clement Derock, founder of École Intuit Lab, also founder of design agency in Paris. École Intuit Lab have been created in 2001, 25 years ago, achieved, and in India since 2011 with different campuses like Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, and Bangalore. So visual communication is a traditional word who's embedding all this aspect today, which is developed much larger in terms of programs at École Intuit Lab. 25 years ago and even before, when I was visiting faculty in different schools of design, this was one of the main subjects which was covering everything regarding graphic design. Okay? But graphic design is a discipline, visual communication is a way to display, okay, this discipline. So individual communication is everything that can communicate with different type of medium. One of those is of course the brand. The brand itself brings everything with him, from the logo itself, the storytelling, of course, the creative response you give for firm, enterprise, company, institution, to bring them exchange with their audience. Okay, that's the communication, and they're using visual communication. So at far you can have also PR, you can have journalism. Okay, but what type of communication we are talking is to promote the brand and promote with different visual aspects, from graphic design to animation, and we can include all the others program in it, because we can put gamification of the content when you're talking about the visual communication. So this is all this aspect. Of course, even web design could be visual communication. Branding is visual communication. Packaging, visual communication. Packaging is how I put a brand on a product that I have to pick up myself. Okay? So for many years, the economic system of stores and markets have been moved from small stores where you're asking for the product to now big supermarket where you drive yourself your cart and you choose the products. So when it appeared during the 70s in Europe, they realized, okay, advertising cannot only talk about the brands without showing it when you have to choose it or pick up yourself. So the packaging appears very late in the Western world during the 70s, 80s, and it's also a different approach of global branding. Okay, get the branding like institution, corporates, goods, life's good, but when it comes to the product, it's the packaging itself. So all this aspect, from visual identity, packaging, branding, and all these elements, you can say that globally is a visual communication. But the visual communication could be also campaign you can make in a different type of media, okay? Promoting a brand by storytelling, or create some advocacy of the brand by telling a story related to your audience to promote the brand. So all that could be considering that. So of course there's offered different approach of communication, because traditionally in India we got the BSc in communication, which is Bachelor in Science of Visual Communication, which more related to something which is theoretical. There's also the mass media. So all these traditional academies, we have seen that is not adapted what exactly the industry needs today. Okay, when you go to the advertising agency or design agency, all the people of mass media are not related to what the industry requires. So what we brought with École Intuit Lab in India, this approach, which is much more linked and rooted in the experience of design agency, advertising agency in the industry, by ourselves coming from the industry as a founder and designer. So the program has been designed to be linked with the industry needs. Okay, and that's why today our placements are very good, and we have the recognition of the industry because they've been designed by a designer itself. And to give a conclusion to visual communication program, it's one of the most adapted today by the industry needs, and cover a large spectrum of application, from, as I said, visual identity to advertising and communication. But again, all these skills, what is the most important and what is making the difference in the skills is how you pull up and you rise your creativity inside any type of response you get. Mastering the skill is one thing, bringing the creativity into it in order to become an art director, okay, this is the most important.